Now I would like to come about our democracy. Our democracy is mature democracy. Whatsoever anybody will say, whether somebody says it's a mobocracy or aristocracy or dictatorship, but in my opinion, it's a mature democracy. If we see, we will go after opposed to a pre-independence, how everyone, whether they were agreeing or not, were taking the lead was taken by Mahatma Gandhi. Now, even in 1971 war, which I remember very clearly, when we won the Bangladesh war and where the Bangladesh was liberated, our great late Prime Minister, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, in the parliament praised at that time our Prime Minister, Srimati Indira Gandhi, that she is a Ma Durga, because he has not minced any words. He was very clear that she has given us the victory, and she praised it. That was the mature democracy. Even in 91-92, when Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister, there was a delegation to go to the United Nations, and that Pakistan has raised some question about Kashmir, and he selected Atal Bihari Vajpayee as the leader to speak in that convention, to reply to the Pakistan allegations. And even Atalji has wrote somewhere that the Pakistani leaders were very much amazed and shocked to see an opposition leader representing the government of India. That is our mature democracy. And recently, if I will quote Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who took a stand in public interest and displayed political maturity when he said that he might have differences with Mr. Modi, but this is not the time to quarrel, as the country needs to give a united fight against the pandemic. Now, this is the mature democracy. Whatsoever we say, we might be having lots of difference of opinions. We are having different ideology, but we all are one when we have to fight. And that is the great strength of the Indian democracy, the mature democracy. Now, what is your view about it, Dr. Bose?
Mussolini once said, democracy is a kingless regime. Democracy is a kingless regime infested by many kings. Infested by many kings who are more exclusive and tyrannical than one, if he be a king. The prophecy of doom. Now turn to Indian democracy. Indian democracy has proved to be a mature democracy. We respect dissent. Yes, dissent reflects the dynamism, the buoyancy of democracy. But we don't allow democracy to descend into mobocracy. Wherever such attempts are there, then the Indian system can contain it. As Dr. Radhakrishnan once said, if the flame of democracy is put out in India, darkness will spread throughout the Asiatic continent, nay, the whole world. India has been a practicing democracy. Well, a hackneyed but meaningful definition of Abraham Lincoln. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Yes, somebody said, government of the people, OFF, by the people, BYE. Those are all criticisms, but Indian democracy has proved its mettle in an hour of need. India stood as one. And I would also say, as I think it was Churchill who said, democracy is the worst form of government, but there is none better than that. There is none better than that. We have to live with democracy. We improve democracy. Democracy saved us. We can still have difference of opinion. Yes, that is India's plurality. We accept plurality. We can still be one. We can speak many languages, but we can have one heart. That is what India has proved. That is a unity amidst diversity. See, the unity that we have is constitutional, political, economic, but the diversity is ethnic, linguistic, cultural. But still during COVID, what did an Indian feel? Every Indian felt, I belong not to the east or the west or the north or the south. I belong to the whole of India, and the whole of India belongs to me. Some of the media, inside and outside, especially the foreign media, has been running down India. Some of them have changed. If you permit me 1 second, in Greek mythology, there is a monster called Medusa. Many warriors went to defeat her, but they are all vanquished. Perseus goes to encounter her. Perseus holds a mirror before her. Seeing her horrid visage in the mirror, she faints and dies. If anybody holds a mirror to some of the media will find the media is Medusa. So ignore them. What the international media says, the entire media is not against India. Now, even the hostile media has been able to see the difference between chaff and the green. Yes, India shines because India's people shine. It is Bharat Mata. In an hour of crisis, we know we children may fight against each other. That is sibling rivalry. But when it comes to Bharat Mata, we know we are her children. We stand by her. We protect her. We take pride in the children of Bharat Mata. That is what has been proved now.
Yes, Dr. Bose, you have very clearly and very strongly mentioned that we all are for Bharat Mata. Yes, we are seeing this in this lockdown period. We have seen how everyone, whether he's a police person, whether he's a doctor, nurse, health worker, even a vegetable seller or gas delivery boy, or whosoever, a medical shop worker. Now they have shown that in spite of all the odds, in spite of all this malaise, they were working day and night to save our country. And that time, no caste, creed, and religion is in front of them. And that is where India stands. Now, in the end, as we have discussed almost all the points, I would like to say that yes, India will emerge, India has already emerged as a global leader. You mentioned about the media. Always there are two ways to see. There some media wants to show the people abroad and in India that India is doing nothing. But one has to see if a glass is half filled, people say half filled, some will say half empty. My take is there is a space where you can fill more. And India is doing that. There is a half thing. India is filling that space. And that is why India has emerged as a global leader. This is my view. And I'm sure whatever shortcomings, whether the people says about the economic package, if people say about the migrants, people say about whatnot. But we all are one. And in this condition, when we all are one, we are going to lead the globally as a leader. And this is only possible because of the public at large. Everybody cooperated, everybody contributed in this particular problem which we all are facing. What you say about this, Dr. Bose?
Yes, at one stage, when Nelson said, England expects every man to do his duty, England followed him. Now, when India says, India expects every man to do his duty, we are doing that. That is India. And now, I may draw your attention to an episode from the Mahabharata. That day's battle is over. Arjuna comes to his hutment, temporary palace built in the battlefield. Krishna is a charioteer. When Arjuna came before his dwelling, he thought, I won the battle today. I am the VIP. Who is Krishna? My driver, chauffeur. It was a practice for Arjuna to get down from the chariot first, and then Krishna, he will receive Krishna. Krishna knew the battle going on in Arjuna's mind. He started counting the birds, ignoring Arjuna. Arjuna reluctantly gets out of the chariot. Then, with a mischievous smile, Krishna steps down. The moment Krishna's feet touches the field, the chariot is blown under flames, explodes into thin air. Flabbergasted, Arjuna didn't know what exactly is happening. Krishna tells him again with a cunning smile, don't worry, Arjuna. In the battle of Kurukshetra, so many Divyastras, divine weapons fell on this chariot. It did not explode because there is a reason. A simple reason, I was there. This is what happens when I am not there. That Rath did not explode because there was Nripayendra Krishna in that. Now, if the Rath called Bharat does not explode, maybe because there is a Narendra in that. We have strong leadership. A leader who knows the way, who shows the way, and goes the way. And the people who have realized it, world has realized it. a leadership is very essential for the structure, so strength of democracy. We have the maturity of the people which can deserve that democracy. And we have a leadership which is capable of leading the nation. I think that's a happy blend of both, which has made you say that even the opposition leaders are showing the maturity, which you have one by one we have listed. Yes, India is a mature democracy. India will lead the world in democratic governance.
On this very positive note that India will lead the global governance, I would like to thank Dr. Bose. I would also like to thank all the media partners which are showing everything on live. They are News Karnataka, V4 News, Malnadu TV, Global TV. It was also shown live on Facebook and YouTube. And this program was brought to you by Organ Donation India Foundation and GYAN. I am sure that this program will help you to know what is happening today worldwide. And we would like to bring such more programs in future also. And I must thank Dr. Bose to giving his time to us and give his full thoughts, what he thinks. And we are very happy to say in the last again that India emerged as the global leader. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Bose, for joining this program. Thank you very much.